we've used the parallelogram method to figure out what direction our resultant vector is going. But in all honesty, using the parallelogram method to figure out the magnitude of that vector isn't very good. This is where Pythagorean's theorem comes in. Pythagorean's theorem says that if I know two sides of a right triangle, I can figure out the third. And we're going to use this in order to figure out the magnitude of our resultant vector. The Pythagorean's theorem method. Now, we've seen the parallelogram method, and it's pretty good at determining directions. But you know what? It's not very accurate at determining magnitude. Let's let Pythagorean do the work. So here we go. Here is our original problem. A small sailboat is pushed with 8 newtons of force in that direction and 12 newtons in that direction. What direction will it go? Well, in reality, we need a triangle in order to use Pythagorean's theorem. But what's convenient is by using the parallelogram method, we can create a triangle. If you recall, I can transfer this vector over to this side and draw it here. And I could transfer this vector to this side and draw it here, in essence making a parallelogram. My resultant vector is from the origin to where those two vectors meet. Do you see a triangle? Can I write it? Can I draw it again a little bit clearer? If I ignore half of my parallelogram, this half, and simply focus on this, do you see a right triangle? Do I know anything about that triangle? I know that the red line is 12 newtons long, and I know that the blue line, which represents the force in the y direction, is 8 newtons long. And actually, what I'm trying to find out is what is the magnitude of that vector. Let's put it in Pythagorean's theorem. Now you'll notice that I've color-coded it, so we're calling A this number. So what's A? 12. What do I need to do to it? Square it. Plus, do I know what B is? Sure, it's 8. What do I need to do? Square it. And do I know what C is? No, I don't. So let's just leave it alone for a little while. 144 plus 64 equals C squared. When I add these two together, I get 208 equals C squared. In order to get rid of the square root, in order to get rid of the square, I take the square root of both sides, and C equals 14.42205. But if I'm going to report this number, why don't I report 14.42? I hope you said newtons.